If you find Ableton's Looper confusing or difficult to work with, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you a really simple way of getting it set up that is literally stealing from Boss, and it will get you going in seconds. Stick around to the end for my bonus tip, but without further ado, let's go. Ableton is complex and takes a while to get used to. But you're ready now, and the idea of getting your head around all these buttons is a drag, right? If you're like me, you'll want to get cracking, get using the program and add to your knowledge later. And this is the beauty of loop pedals. Wait, this is actually a tuning pedal. Anyway, the Boss RC1 has one main button. This massive button, literally it's so big, even someone with fat feet like me can press it. And the second control is a level knob that allows you to control the volume of the loop that you've recorded. It really is very simple, and that's the beauty of these pedals. You can get started immediately and crack on with looping. So let's steal this pedal from Boss and get a looper in Ableton set up in exactly the same way. Then you can crack on with looping right here, right now. What do I need? Firstly, you'll need Ableton Live. And make sure you've got a version that includes Looper. Secondly, you'll need something to press with your foot. Ideally a MIDI pedal. Something a bit like this. It doesn't need to be this big, but something that you can press that sends MIDI signals. It could also be something as simple as a sustain pedal from a MIDI keyboard. That's cool too. If you don't have one of these, you could actually even put your keyboard on the floor and hit one of the pedals with your foot. I mean, that's pretty crazy, right? But hey, be crazy. Let me know in the comments which pedals you're going to use. I'm nosy like that. So once you have these items, let's dive into Ableton. So you're going to need 2 tracks for this if we're going to emulate the RC1 fully. Track 1 is where your guitar comes in and any effects you want to have on that, like overdrive. So set this up and make it sweet. The second track is the looper track. So what you need to do is add the looper into this. Set the input of this track to come from the guitar track like this. This basically means that the guitar track is feeding this with all of its sounds like a hungry bear. Yum, 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 yum. Now, let's focus on the looper. This large button here is literally responsible for about 90% of the basic functions that you'll need from your looper. So what you now need to do is enter MIDI mapping mode. Press this button here once, and then hit the pedal on your MIDI controller you're going to use to be that looper button. If you're one of the people that put your keyboard on the floor, then you'll need to enter keyboard mapping instead. Hit the button and then press the keyboard with your foot, you crazy person you. So in Looper, you need to change the input to output to never. When this is on always, you hear the guitar through the guitar track, but you also hear the guitar through the looper track, and it means it's doubled. You can then leave all of the other settings in Looper exactly as they are. But real quick, here's 2 of them that are quite important. Song control on start song. That means like the RC1 pedal, when you hit that pedal, it starts the song. And tempo control, you want to set that to set and follow song tempo, because what that then means, the speed of the song that you play will be actually the tempo of the track, and that's obviously how the Boss RC1 pedal works as well. And for now, let's leave it like that. You can always experiment and play around with these things, you crazy you. So you're good to go. Hit your foot pedal when you're ready to start recording. Hit it again to stop recording and enter overdub mode. You can keep adding to your loop here. Hit it again to play the loop. This stops it overdubbing, so you can play over your track. When you're playing, hold down the pedal to undo the last thing that you overdubbed. If you want to stop, hit the pedal twice to stop. The other control on the RC1 is the level knob, which controls the volume of the loop. You can use the track volume to emulate that control. It really is that simple. You've now set up a stupidly simple loop pedal, and you can start to get to grips with looping. Play around with the pedal, experiment with starting, stopping, overdubbing, undoing, redoing, and you'll soon become an absolute master of this skill. Bonus tip time. I often hear loopers say things like, I want to throw this loop pedal out the window. And I think I know why. Timing is an incredibly hard skill to master as a looper. What you're trying to do is create a loop which really should sound like a continuous piece of music as a riff that keeps going round and round and doesn't stop. So my tip is, play the riff once or twice before you hit the pedal to get yourself used to the tempo. Then focus on hitting the pedal on beat 1 of the riff, and then again on beat 1 to stop recording the loop. Let's watch how that looks like here. I'm going to show you now with a very simple riff. Play once. Play twice. 1. 1. So there you have it. So practice this tip and you'll soon be a looping legend. Let me know in the comments below if this helps you. Looping with Ableton is a lot of fun, and there are some really exciting advanced tricks. In this video I show you the Elise Tro method, which is something you're going to want to check out if you want to expand your looping skills.